Hey everyone, I'm Ishan Sharma, and in this video, I wanted to talk about the 5 lessons that I've learned by building my own 7-figure agency. 7 figures is in rupees, not in dollars, and we'll be talking about exactly what did I learn, what mistakes I made. And for those of you who are not aware, MarketUp is a content creation agency that I started in February or March of 2021, and we have worked with over 7 to 8 companies. These are basically high growth startups, and we've helped them grow their social media presence. And I have learned a lot along the journey. About 15 to 20 people have already worked as freelancers in MarketUp, and I'll be talking about what mistakes I made and what I learned from each of that mistake. First of all, the first mistake that I made was to not understand what is my target audience. We are supposed to work with businesses, and so I need to first of all think about what is the audience that I want to cater to. Who are the customers that I want to have? And for us, these customers were edtech and finance startups. So that is basically what I have expertise in, that is what I consume on a daily basis, and that is what I have learned. So in the beginning, I thought I would be able to work with pretty much everyone. I would be able to work with an individual creator. I would be able to work with a big company. And so that was a bit of a problem. I later learned that you cannot serve everyone, at least in the beginning. You need to first of all niche down a particular set of audience, which for us were high growth startups that are into either edtech or are either into finance, because that's what we have knowledge about. And then we would work with them to develop a content strategy for them. By the way, if you are learning something from this video, make sure that you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. I make a lot of videos on this channel talking about freelance, career, business, and I think that would be really valuable to you if you are just getting started into your own career. The second point is trying to provide all the services to our clients. So this happened to us when a client approached us, and he was basically saying, we want everything. We don't just want YouTube channel management or Instagram growth. We are looking for a one-stop shop digital agency that can help us out with all of the things. And the problem with doing that is that you don't actually have expertise in any one domain. You are sort of mediocre in all of the different domains. So a lot of these agencies that are trying to be the master of everything don't really end up maximizing the potential of every single traction channel. And that is the big problem that I think I have realized when I was looking at the commenters that we have. So yeah, that is what I did. I just told them that we will not be able to do everything. We cannot do website SEO. We cannot do content writing at this point, because we are solely focused on content strategy for YouTube and Instagram, as well as video editing and graphics, social media, but that is pretty much all that we really be doing. So just make sure that you understand this one point very well. There are companies that we have worked with, and we have literally 7x or 8x their growth. And so that is why I think we were able to do this, because we were focused on providing them only content strategy for YouTube and Instagram, nothing else we were focusing on. And so that really helped us out a lot. The third mistake that I think I made, or the third lesson that I learned, was the fact that I was trying to be a one-man army. I was trying to do all of the things myself, or I was having my co-founder Saransh, who is a roommate from college, and so both of us were like, hum log sab kuch kar lenge, right? And that is where the problem arrives, because when you start working with, let's say, 2, 3, 4, 5 clients, you tend to forget what is it that you were supposed to deliver to them. And so even if you try to have some project management applications, even if you try to automate things, it gets a lot harder, because you cannot keep switching context every once in a while, right? This is not the best way to do work. You have to delegate tasks. And so I was really thinking that I will do all of the things myself, which is not a good thing. So we just started getting more and more people involved. We started getting, graphic designers. We started getting a lot of different people who would be able to manage the clients that we are working with, and that overall leads to better management. And that is just something that I got to learn when I was working with multiple clients and trying to delegate these tasks. So that is the third lesson or third mistake that I made. It would be a lot better if you were to hire managers, and then you would be focusing on getting more clients for your agency. Now, one big problem I was having when I just got started was I was not able to properly manage the invoicing and taxes. This is a big reason why most people are demotivated when they start their own business. Kafi complicated hota hai ye, and that is where I think something like OpenBook can be of great help to you. OpenBook is a one-stop solution for everything that you need to know for accounting, for taxes, for banking. OpenBook is a one-stop solution for all the banking and finance requirements of medium to small businesses. You get detailed transactional reports for parties, both for customers as well as for vendors. GST invoices and bills are auto-matched in accounting as the payments are cleared. You get over 25 plus reports for all of your banking activities. It also ends up saving you over 20 hours per week on tracking these transactions manually. Talking about taxes, you get all of the GST reports. You also get to manage your GST returns. You can make TDS payments directly from the OpenBook app, and you'll be able to get the TDS reports as well. You also get an online bank account that auto matches the payments that you've received, and you'll be able to send GST compliant invoices to all of your customers, and you'll be able to collect your payments easily. You can check out the link in the description to download the OpenBook app. I think it's a great thing that you can get started with if you are into business and if you want to focus primarily on serving to your customers and giving them true value. Now let's talk about the fourth lesson that I learned, and that is to not discount your services or your products right in the beginning. What happens is that a lot of times if you try to discount things just for the sake of getting more and more clients, really have to think about how sustainable is this scale that you are working with, or do these clients really care about your services? What happened with us is, because we are an agency business, we cannot be working with 100 clients or 1,000 clients or 1 million clients. I used to discount. I was trying to just get the client anyhow, and that was a mistake that I should not be doing. There was this one client who I was talking with, and he basically just said, bro, do not charge X, charge 3X from me, but give me quality work. And that can only happen if we are solely working for that client, or we are only working with a very select clients. So that is just something that I learned. One more mistake, the fifth and the last mistake that I learned, was that I was hiring prematurely. What this means is that a lot of times what happens is that I was not able to understand how well is this particular person going to perform in the company. How will they work with other people? How will they be able to deliver these projects? I just used to look at their skill, and based upon that I would just hire them. Or I would just used to look at how good they are at doing something, or how good are they with communicating with people, and I used to hire them. And I was not able to understand their particular needs. What is it that they want to do? A lot of times the people that are working at MarketUp are in college, so they have their own priorities, so they try to maximize that. So let's say someone has college, so they won't be able to do work for some days. So just these things, I was not aware of that, and because of that we got some people that were not really working productively. So that could have been avoided if I would have understood कि ठीक है मुझे कैसे लोगों को अच्छे से hire करना चाहिए. So that is just something that I got to learn as someone who was building an agency. That is pretty much it. These were the 5 lessons that I got to learn from building MarketUp. Again, we are in our very nascent stages. It's only been like 5 to 6 months of us getting started. There's a lot of growth ahead, and I'm really excited for that. The growth that we have had for the clients that we have worked with is just stupendous, and we want to work even harder for them. That is it. Let me know what did you learn from this one video. You can also follow me on Instagram as well as on Twitter. I share a lot of other insightful tips. If you are into freelancing, or if you are into building an agency, building a business, that is what I can help you out with. I will see you again in the next video. Bye-bye.